good evening, and thank you so much for being here from your busy day. So, let me just quickly share about this initiative, and I hope you can see the screen now, right? Is it visible?
Yeah,
Yeah.
visible.
Okay, perfect. So, this is an initiative called as Saturdays for Sustainability Learning. And as we all know that we are busy in our lives, right? So we may not get that much time to learn about these things, but it is important for us all. So that's how we will create a dedicated, let's say 40 minutes time on Saturday evening where we will connect and we will discuss. So the goal of this initiative is to discuss sustainability issues in a systematic manner for holistic understanding. And why I'm saying holistic understanding is many times our perception of sustainability, or for that matter any concept, is limited with the context that we live in, right? So maybe someone will think that uh, wooden, any wooden material that is completely environment friendly, but for another context that might not be the case, right? So this is very context specific, and one solution cannot fit, right? So it's not only one solution, only one thing which is sustainable. So holistic understanding is very important, and that's how we will do it in systematic manner, and this is the basic intention of this. And when we talk about discussion, so I must discuss about this one ancient Shanti mantra that I'll share on the screen. So I hope it is visible. Presentation is visible or not? Just a minute. Yeah. So I'll share my screen so that it is visible. So the discussion or the learning that I am expecting from this session is according to this Shanti mantra, which is Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karvavahe Tejasvi Namadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahe Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So the meaning is God, or whatever power that you pray to. So protect us both means learner and teacher. Nourish us both. We both should be nourished. Then after nourishment, what we should do? We should courageously work or act for the study, for the brilliance of our work. So I guess it's very important that we discuss things in such a way that, and the last word, that is ma vidvishavahe. So there should not be animosity, or there should not be mutually dispute. So why we are working here, why we are connecting here? To understand a concept in a better way. So that should be our core goal, and I guess we should follow that throughout our discussions during this initiative as well. So let me just quickly share with you, as we are connecting in this mastermind group. So what is, yeah, hi, there was some network issue. I hope I'm audible, and I'll share my screen again. Right. Am I audible? Yeah. Okay, perfect. Thanks. So I'll just discuss about mastermind group. So if you know that mastermind group is a peer-to-peer mentoring group used to help members solve their problems with input and advice from the other group members. So in this mastermind group, I'm not looking at someone as an expert and others are learners. So we all are learners, we all are experts. So this is a peer group. And if you check where this concept came, so it is a book from Napoleon Hill. The concept was first coined in 1925 in his book The Law of Success, and later on he described the concept in Think and Grow Rich, which is very successful book, and which is, I guess, the basic of all motivational books that we see in these days. So a mastermind group is really helpful for all the participants, and I would like to quote two sentences from the book, that is Think and Grow Rich, to understand this initiative. Okay. So first is, no two minds ever come together without thereby creating a third invisible, intangible force, which may be likened to a third mind. So this is a concept of synergy. When we talk about 1 plus 1 is not 2, but it has multiple possibilities. So 1 plus 1 might be, with the synergy, it may be 11, it may be 1000, we don't know. So when two minds come together, so it's not just addition of the knowledge of the two person. So it can be much more, like much more than that. So it's like a third mind. And the second statement that you can read is, when a group of individual brains are coordinated and function in harmony, the increased energy created through the alliance becomes available to every individual brain in the group. So this is the power of collective work, or a mastermind group, I would say, so which can be available for all of us. So this is a short concept of mastermind group and what I am envisioning to make this group. And as you all have joined for the first day, so it's great start, I would say. So what are the outcomes that I am looking for? So maybe your expectations might, you might have some expectations about this, and we will talk about it in a couple of minutes. But these are the four outcomes that I am expecting. First is, we learn at least one concept every week. And why it is so? Because sustainability is such a space that it is evolving every day, so every day there is something new. And as an individual, we might not be able to spend that much time every day. Maybe we don't have 2 to 3 hours every day to read, right? But each of us have definitely 10-15 minutes every day to read, right? So every day we are learning something, and whatever we learn in that week, so we can share, we can discuss. So that's a basic one benefit out of this. Second would be networking with the fellow professionals. We have many great members in our group, uh, starting from someone who is a recent graduate, maybe 2 to 5 years of experience, to someone has more than 25 years of experience as well. So this experience really will be enriching for all our group. So second is the networking. Third, I'm also looking for career opportunities. So maybe as a group, we have some career opportunities, or we know some job opportunities available, so we can pass it on to others, and maybe we can discuss the best practices. So what is the best way to represent, let's say, for a ESG profile? We can keep that session as well, with respect to career opportunities, maybe that is related to job or entrepreneurial. So any sort of progress in career, and I guess everyone wants the progression in their career as well, right? And the fourth is the benefit of thought leadership, because what we are discussing here, it's not only about any single person, so it's about overall society, overall nation. So here we want to derive some thoughts which are futuristic thoughts, right? How to develop leadership, how to become uh, accessible to all the information or the knowledge or the applied aspect of the things that are in sustainability. So these are the four outcomes that we can expect from this group. And how we will connect? So every Saturday I am expecting maybe 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. Today we connected at 9, a little late, because most of you have voted into the poll that 9 p.m. would be suitable. So that's why. But maybe ideal time, we will again conduct a poll as more members are there, maybe 8 p.m., 9 p.m. So whatever is convenient for all. And it will be a short call, maybe 40 minutes, 45 minutes. And then if we have anything to discuss, we can, but officially we can keep it very short so that everyone can join every week, right? And how we will divide this 45 minutes is, first 5-minute introduction, very short, then 10 minutes of presentation on predetermined topic, 20 minutes of maybe discussion, and then 10 minutes planning, or whatever constructive feedback that we have. So we can divide in this way. And also what we can do is, we can invite some experts into this session. So maybe we are inviting, let's say, expert into carbon, let's say, carbon tracking or carbon credits, right? So how that is relevant to the industries. So for that session, we can keep the complete session for the expert, and that will be aligned with the predetermined topic, right? So we will make it accessible for all, that this is a topic and they can prepare themselves. So we can ask the questions to expert directly as well. So this is the overall plan that I have. So I'll also share one presentation with you. It's very short about. Let me just share that. Why sustainability is important and why we are connecting over here, right? So if you see global risk report 2023, and even if you can check reports from last 2 years as well. So global, this is a report where risk perceived by the people all over world are listed. So according to 2023 report, over the next 10 years, that is a long term risk, 6 out of 10 are environmental or climate change, right? And even if they are not environmental, maybe issues about social cohesion or geo-economic confrontation, still they have a lot relation or correlation with sustainability as well, right? So this is very important to understand that all of our lives are impacted by the sustainability issues, and that's why we are here. And second is, so what UNESCO is doing, or what United Nations is doing. So there is a concept called as education for sustainable development, ESD. So how to take this sustainability education to the masses, to the people. So that is a concept. UNESCO is leading that. So you can see on the screen that very few curriculums are adapt with the requirements of the challenges for the world, right? Only 47% curriculum frameworks out of 100 countries, right? So they made no reference to climate change or even climate awareness or sustainable education. So they don't have 40% or 40% of the teachers are confident teaching cognitive dimensions, but about sustainability, about climate change, they are not aware, they are not equipped. So in this backdrop, how do we make sure that every one of us contribute in whatever way, that whatever is in our control, that we can do, definitely, right? So for which I am contributing my small bit. So this is a YouTube channel called as Sustainability Simply Put. So where I create content, and this is just to tell all of you that what I am doing currently, and maybe you can suggest how do we do it better. So I had designed one course on education for sustainable development, and we submitted it to UNESCO, UNESCO's Tier 1 institution, that is MGIP, and that got second prize. And the curriculum will be used by UNESCO for training on ESD. Also, I have one course on Udemy, which is Basics of Sustainability, learn in simple language, and that has been uh, around more than 90 countries now. So more than 2,000 students have been benefited from it. So this is just my small bit, being a member of IUCN in Commission on Education and Communication. So there is some exchange of knowledge and uh, interaction or networking opportunity that I had, and also with ESD Expert India. This is Education for Sustainable Development. So I was one of the 10 people who were into this group for the year 2021-22. So this is in short about my contribution, and maybe I would like to understand from you all about this initiative. So what are your take into this, and any suggestions that you have to make it even better?
Yes, yes, yes. But now I joined. So on which topic we share our views regarding
So
sustainability?
yes, so I guess when I shared one presentation, were you present at that time or no? I'm not
No,
sure.
I was not present at that time.
Okay, okay. So this is in short. I'll just explain. Okay, so every Saturday we will connect for around 40 minutes. Okay, and
Okay,
the topic will be predetermined. So maybe we can discuss that next week. We will discuss, let's say, carrying capacity or ecological footprint, right? And
okay, okay.
yes, and the outcome of this group, in short, will be learning a new concept every week, networking with fellow professionals, understanding career opportunities. So we will also help each other regarding opportunities in sustainability, and of course,
Yes, yes.
thought leadership. So that is what we are looking for. Okay. So maybe we can start with today's discussion. So which can be how you are. Maybe you can introduce yourself, and maybe what are sustainability related challenges, or how are you seeing sustainability as a field growing into your field? What are your personal experience? So that might help everyone.
Mm, yes. Uh, Myself, Kishore Mokashi. I'm basically BTech Electrical and currently working as an lead auditor for the all three standard in Nord for the ISO 9000, 14000, and 45000. Uh, Recently, I have also completed my lead auditor course in energy management also.
Great.
Um, I was reviewer for the sustainability scheme in Bureau Veritas. Mm, so, in their scheme, they done four scheme related to this sustainability. One is regarding the environment module, means other is safety module. Uh, Third is the social module, uh, and like this they divided into the three to four modules sustainability scheme, and they was sending just questionnaire to the that companies,
Mhm.
and that companies was submitting reports of their carbon footprint, energy conservation, how what are the actions they are doing against sustainability. So this was content in that report. Um, yes.
So you were a
Okay.
part of that overall assessment, or right?
Yes, yes, yes. I was reviewing that environment related and health safety related reports.
Okay, great,
Yeah.
great. And Kishorji, as I know, right, you are having more than 25 years of experience into this field, right?
Yes, yes, yes,
Okay,
yes, yes.
great, great. Yes, nice to have you here. And maybe with our discussions as progress, so your experience will also be helpful for all of us.
Yes, 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 yes.
Yes. Yes, Dr. Pankaj, you want to say something?
No, as I mentioned, I'm glad to be part of this. And I'm teaching in a social work college. I'm
Mm.
assistant professor. I love teaching. That's my passion, teaching and training. So since 13 years, I'm here. Prior to that, I was director of an international organization. I was leading a team of 55 member. Okay, it was
Wow.
in Hubli, Karnataka.
Okay.
And right now I'm in, okay. And in 2016, we have initiated just after the this one okay SDG came, so
Mm-hmm.
a lot of brainstorming sessions we were doing, so we initiated a platform called South Asia Sustainability Alliance. Okay,
Okay.
so
Right.
a lot of NGOs, industry, academia, they are part of it.
Mm-hmm.
And as of now, 1,000+ individuals we had given training about sustainability. This year we wanted to go for certification kind of thing, so that's how networking with Symbiosis and some other this one is going on.
Okay. Great.
And some SD boot camps are in okay process. So apart
Right.
from my academic life, this is something we are passionate about sustainability. So we are doing this okay to, and I have also developed a concept of SDG model village.
Okay.
So can we apply all the SDG goals or like all societal goals in a village? Yes, we can
Mm-hmm.
apply. So that concept we are planning to experiment in one of the village near to. Hope you are aware about Kaspatar.
Yes, yes, yeah.
Have you heard?
Yes, yes, I have
Yeah,
heard.
in that location, we are having discussion with Jilla Parishad in Satara. So first round
Okay.
of meeting is done. Second round meeting will be done. So
Mm-hmm.
that's basically demonstration project.
Great.
I searched in okay, I didn't find anywhere. In China, there is a SDG model village. They are
Mm-hmm.
uh, experimenting. So probably that will be the first model village, and within a 1.5 year, it will be ready for. Okay, it's a case study demonstration project. So we're putting all our efforts. Okay, you all are also welcome. Not now. Let's things go on. Okay. I love to
Great.
take inputs from you, and whatever little we know, we will love to share on this platform. Thank you
Great.
so much.
Great. Great. Wonderful. Wonderful to have you here. Mrityunjay, I would request you if you can share your experience with the sustainability field, how it is evolving.
Yeah. Sure. Hi everyone. So yeah, so I'm like first of all like thankful that that this platform has got created, Dhananjay. So yes, it will give a good opportunity for all of us to brainstorm, share, and co-learn ourselves. And coming to my front, because we are a startup, like we are into basically into carbon credits, we see a lot of relevance. And just to give the little perspective, why it is relevant, like in any of this carbon credit, there are two aspects. One is important is the environmental aspect, like the how much GHG emission reduction happens, but the other factor that adds a lot of value to the price of the carbon, as well as the what is the credibility of the project proponent we are doing, is the co-benefit, that is the social aspect, right? So that's where that SDG alignment, what sometimes Baxter was telling, that SDG model village, when I heard, it was so fascinating that all those things are like, it's what I'll say, like it isn't separate, but all, if you see in a what I'll say, in a combined way, all the things are joining the dots like that. So I think this platform will help us to join each other, some knowledge from here, and we are means it will be like what we'll say, like domain specific, we'll also get to know. So yeah, wonderful to be part of here and contribute, and also means gather the knowledge from everyone. Thank you to be part of this. Yeah.
Thank you, Mrityunjay. And to tell brief about Mrityunjay, so he is leading one startup related to carbon credits, and he has great experience working all over India. So with one of the big brands, I guess, from India. Yes, thank you. Shiv Kumar, you want to say something?
Yes. Hi, everyone. My name is Shivakumar. I've been part of HP for the last 12 years. Prior to HP, I was working in a company called AXA Business Services and ING Life Insurance. So overall, I have about close to 20 years of work experience.
Wow.
My experience with sustainability has been for the last 2 to 3 years, largely post the pandemic times. My interest on this topic got more and more higher, and then I've actually joined a course in IGNO. It's called Master of Arts in Sustainability Science. So I'm
Right.
currently pursuing that course. At work, I can spend about 25% of my work on sustainability related efforts. So we are conducting some workshops related to IPCC reports. There is a workshop called Climate Fresk. Basically, it is a gamification version of what an IPCC report is. In a 3-hour workshop, people would get to understand the comprehensive view about climate change and sort of what actions that they can take. This is what we are doing at work for the last about 2 months. So that's a brief introduction. Happy to be part of this group. I see a lot of like-minded people here, and looking forward to a long-term association with this.
Yeah, great. And we would also like to know about this gamification, because I guess every big organization is now turning towards it, because just last week I was looking at Tata Sustainability website. So there also at the initial point only they have introduced one game. So
Okay.
yeah. So I
Yeah.
guess
I'll be
gamification
happy
is
to share.
yeah,
Yeah, I'll be happy to share in some of the calls for sure.
great, great. Thank you. Yes, Mahesh, you can also share your views about it.
Hello, I am Mahesh. Actually, I do not know about sustainability, but I want curiosity about sustainability. That's why I joined the group. Hope so. In coming videos, I will learn lots about sustainability.
Okay, great. So we require people like Mahesh also, because Mahesh is a central government employee, but still, but still he has passion to learn. So that's a good thing. Yeah. So yes. So thank you so much everyone for joining. And I guess today's discussion was only about basic introduction and how we are looking at sustainability field. So I'll just share 2 minutes my thoughts about it. So maybe for today's introduction. So maybe when I am looking at sustainability, or there are multiple concepts associated with sustainability. For example, if we say circular economy, or if we say net zero, right? So all these concepts are related in such a way that I find relevance in them. For example, sustainability as a concept is good to go, but how to implement it practically when we see. So I feel that circular economy is better in terms of implementing it for industries, for organizations, right? So in circular economy, we talk about there is no concept as waste, right? So whatever resources that we want to keep it into the loop for as many time, as much time as possible. So this is one thing about circular economy. At the same time, when we talk about systems thinking, the solution to the complex problems, and when we say complex problems, so these are changing their nature, or maybe the time horizon is such that when we implement the solution, the problem is something different, or there are unintended consequences. So in such kind of scenario, systems thinking or system dynamics is a prominent field that comes to the fore. And that's where I guess there is confusion, more confusion related to sustainability. For example, if you have read about Operation Cat Drop, so it was around, I guess, 1980s. So to kill all the rodents, that is rats. So they had put poison over all over the place, all over the farms, and that's how all rodents were killed. And that's how there were more catastrophic events after that. So after that, cats also died. And but next year, rodent came back, but cats were all dead, right? So it was really disaster. So they had to bring cats from the other part of the continent, other part of the country, and they have to drop it from the parachute. So that can be a comedy movie, but yeah, that was the harsh truth. That was one real life story. So there is unintended consequences because of lack of understanding of the sustainability, and that's how I feel the holistic understanding is important for sustainability. And as we say that solution so solution implemented at one place might not be implemented as it is for the another. And unfortunately, in India, what we say is we blindly copy, we blindly follow whatever happening in the Western or the European countries. So maybe they are having glass facade, so we are also building our houses like that, in term increasing the air conditioning cost, increasing the energy use, and which is also not healthy for us. So anyway, it is a lose situation for environment, for us, and everything is lost over there because of lack of understanding of the how solutions should be implemented. So that's how I see the interrelevance between the sustainability, the system dynamics. By the way, system dynamics is something where I see the future of solutions, and it's very interesting concept as well. So maybe down the line we will discuss it in more detail. But yeah, so this is my initial thought process, that sustainability should be looked through a holistic standpoint, and multiple things are also interrelated with each other.
Thank you so much.
Yes, maybe your views, if you want to add anything, please.
I think we should brainstorm some of the thing like pressing issues like Hindustan Unilever boss in 2012 or 13. Okay, in international platform, he said that we are not going to uh, sell our products which uses plastic sachets.
Mhm.
Okay, and our government also in the last week, I think, plastic free India movement is there.
Right.
So are we need to write a lot of letters to ministry that uh, when MNC is promising that we are not going to, but everywhere you see there this.
Yes, I'm sorry. I
So
guess
maybe
there
down the
was some
line,
network issue. Yeah.
after 2 3 weeks or maybe months later, uh, we can come up something like this.
Right. So this is also an interesting topic actually. When we say climate awareness or environmental activism, we say that people don't use plastic, right? But at the same time, companies are producing it, they are distributing it. So what is the real solution for this? So maybe it's not blaming people that you should not use plastic, but some solution should go to the root cause of the overall issue. This can be an interesting topic for
I think
discussion.
one small incident I want to share that my students are they are fed up with this word plastic.
Mhm.
All the environmental awareness work, plastic comes in. Okay, they want to hear something else because at policy level nothing is done. We just keep discussing and it's all like a school children job. Don't use plastic, don't do,
Right.
and in and around they say. But I'm very hopeful that things will change. Okay,
Mhm.
10 years ago nobody was talking about the things what is right now we are practicing. I think 3 or 4 years post 2025, everybody will talk about SDG and sustainability and everything what we are talking today. So that's the only thing. But I think policy level, if nothing is done, at least we can show articles ki baba we are raising the issue, not to government directly. At least we are raising this. So Times have published couple of articles. Okay, so like that in different platform we should go in writing also. This is the situation because
Right.
that's how is
So yeah, so whenever we talk ESD or sustainable development, so I guess it's all about it's boiled down to the education and the moral, I guess, ethics that we need to improve upon. Because what we value, of course, we will preserve it, or maybe we will try to improve the situation. But unless and until we don't understand problem, we don't value the resource or the way of life that we aspire to. So I guess that needs to be corrected. I completely agree with you. Yes.
Yeah, I think it has to become a mass movement. I think there are a lot of efforts taken by government, and I think that from the last 2 3 years, a lot of corporate. I think COVID was a big eye opener for a lot of these companies.
Yeah.
I think we've been hearing a lot of ESG sustainability terms floating around. Uh,
Right.
and in the next few years, if it becomes part of compliance, that companies have to mandatorily declare their carbon emissions. To some extent, it will be a start. But as I
Yes.
said, SDG is uh, it's a great source that can serve as a north star for us. I think those 17 goals are amazing.
Yeah.
We can use that as a reference, and I think a lot of good work has been done so far. It's just about how do we uh, take it to a larger audience across the globe to see that flourish.
Yes, Shivkumar. Now most of the MNCs started. They are decided their objective, their sustainability objective, that reduction of carbon emission. Hmm.
Hmm.
This
Right.
now they are what actions they are doing? They are purchasing EV instead of purchasing that carbon generated that vehicles. Now they are
Hmm.
purchasing EV
Hmm.
and reducing their carbon emission. This is the most of the companies doing initiative like, against the environmental sustainability actions.
Right. And
Yeah,
what?
yeah.
Yes. 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 Please.
I think it's in very nascent stages. As Dhananjay was mentioning, people's understanding of sustainability is still not reached that holistic levels. I think each one of them has a different view. If you remember that uh, uh, mythological tale or a folk tale where five blind men go ahead and touch different parts of the elephant and
Right.
come to their own conclusions, right? I think
Right.
very similar things are happening now. Each one of
Mhm.
them has their own definitions of what sustainability is, and unfortunately not very few people are in a position to look at the whole uh, elephant as a complete image. It's just that they're touching different parts of the elephant and coming to their own conclusions. And that's what is seen today largely with most companies, unfortunately.
Yes. And also the one point is they want to continue whatever they are doing. So with minimum effort, with least effort, they want to portray themselves as they are working for SDGs. So that is also the case for many of the
True,
organizations.
true, true.
Yeah. And even what trend I am seeing, because I am also work in NGO, that is American India Foundation. So while working in a CSR sector, so what I have seen is many of the companies are trying to integrate both these two, and the integration is important, I understand. But somehow whatever they are already doing, so they are just branding it or rebranding it. So maybe greenwashing in similar terms
Mhm.
that might come. So that is also there.
Correct, correct.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm not sure whether they will join again. But yeah, so in this way, I guess 1 hour is more than enough to discuss all these concepts, right? In a week.
Yes, yes. 1 hour is okay.
Okay, perfect. So yes, so let's connect next week also. So maybe we can suggest topics for the next week, and we can prepare. Everyone can read about it, and then we can be prepared to discuss all about the topic. Do you have any suggestions for the topic, next week's topic?
Mm. Uh, Suggestions, no suggestions, but I was always provide you details regarding the what actions to be needed for the environment sustainability regarding what are the points to be considered while fixing this environment model against the sustainability.
Mhm.
So,
Right.
yes.
So let's do one thing. What I'll do, I'll create one Excel sheet which all of us will have editing access. Maybe we can write down our own topic over there, and from that we can select anyone with the poll or the availability. And also, what I feel is we can create one format of presentation, maybe. So that will have time duration as well. So we will finish every time in time, and that's how we can ensure that this initiative goes on with maximum benefit for all and minimum wastage of time for all,
Yes,
if
yes,
that
Makes
yes.
is
sense.
okay.
Yep. Yep.
Okay,
Makes sense.
perfect. Perfect. So let's connect next week. Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you
yes,
so much for joining. A lot of
yes.
gratitude
Thank
Thank
you all.
you.
for you. Thank you.
Thank you all. Good
Have a good
night.
weekend. Take care. Bye bye.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Good night.